visitor's sideline, there's the head coach of the Ravens. His team fired up and ready for this one. On the other side, Sean McDermott, now in his 9th season as the head man in Buffalo. It's been a wild opening weekend to this point. Who knows what is in store tonight? As off we go for the Sunday night opener. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
3rd and long for Jackson. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It's a frustrating series. It'll bring up 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out!
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Ravens offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 30-yard
Now
line.
Jackson on the move. That's caught. Derrick Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. It is 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Left side into the hands of Hopkins. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are out to an early 3-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So, Greg, here are the Bills. What a year last year. 13-4, beat the Broncos and the Ravens in the playoffs, but once again ran into Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Anything that we can say is that one thing to get them to the big game this time?
Well, I mean, we'd probably start with they need Patrick Mahomes to retire. And, you know, but in all seriousness, Mike, I think when you look at Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, it's one of those things where they just happen to exist in a generationally great team in the Kansas City Chiefs, and one of the greatest players we've seen in the last 25 years at quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. So they just need, as hard as it is, they just need to continue to chip away. Just continue to go. They can't make Kansas City the boogeyman, because all of a sudden now that starts to get into your head. Continue to win. Continue to win the division. Continue to get home playoff games. And if they keep knocking at the door, eventually they're going to get over that hump, because Josh Allen and this roster, they are a Super Bowl contending team. They just got to find a way to get over the hump in the game that matters.
Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
What can they do here on third down and 7? From the gun, it's Allen.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. So on come the Ravens. And Greg, what a story again last year. 12-5, 13-4 the year before that. Regular season, they have been as good as almost anyone in the NFL. But it's the story if you're living in the AFC. Get over that hump, whether it's Buffalo or Kansas City. It's hard to get to the big game on this side of the draw.
Oh, there's no question. And I think if you're Baltimore and you're Buffalo and you look around, you say, man, we should have a couple Super Bowl titles. If we were living in a non-Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid era, maybe teams would look at us a little bit different than they do, but they just need to continue to stay the course. Lamar Jackson, one of the best players, regardless of position, in the entire league, multiple-time MVP winner, so they have a Super Bowl roster. Let's make no mistake about it. They need to just continue to hold serve in the regular season, continue to play for division titles, get as many home playoff games as possible, so when the money's on the line and trips to Super Bowl on the line, they need these games to come through Baltimore.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Raven first down. Jackson fires, completes to Flowers. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second down.
Hopkins sent in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. T.J. Sanders, the second-round pick, showing that athleticism. He's got a sack here in his debut.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. On the return, this is Strong. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0s on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Ravens out front. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's Jake Camarda now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even the one year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to the defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass-heavy, they're the spread attack with unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, a quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a 3-man race in the AFC North.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Bills' 29-yard line.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Matt Milano there to stop him. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. And he'll Bills have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Makes the score Ravens 9, Bills nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is strong. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles, it's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Young quarterbacks, new coaching staffs, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organizations.
Oh, absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So, no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen on 3rd down. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Still run. It's Ty Johnson. His defense all over this one, making him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Open is Knox over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
That's another Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jair Alexander is there to bat that one away. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Again, it's Allen to the air. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Here we go on 4th down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. You know, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind? The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Greg Rousseau working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now, fair catch is taken back inside the 40. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Quickly to Shakir on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd and 2. Now Allen. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with Cook. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Teddy Buchanan is there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
Allen gonna throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's gonna be taken down. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Hook. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was no...
And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Bills. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
DeJounte Wester now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. A first down throw for Jackson. That's to the tight end, Kohler. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
Final play of the half. Jackson. A quick slant to Flowers. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 2, and we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
They'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Bills first down. From the gun, here is Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
4 yards. And the Bills first down.
Throwing again, it's Allen. Short pass taken in by Knox. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down.
Allen working from the pistol. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. For Cook. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
One more time with Cook. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seed he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. The Ravens offense ready for their first possession of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st down, Ravens.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Here's Jackson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Cook gets it out of the pistol. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Once again, it's Cook. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
That's good for Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Cook trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bass's kick is good. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign.
Tyler Bass.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role. Who's going to walk away with a W? Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And it's into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Second down, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Hopkins. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
Brings up
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Ravens bring their punt team out. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The design run here for... Oh, a loose football. One of the Ravens has it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The Ravens will
in motion
line up
comes
for the
Andrews.
two-point conversion.
Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
On the return, this is strong. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
The 11-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
This is Henry. Henry rumbles to the 1st down and more. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
And it's
3rd and short. Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st down.
On play action, here's Jackson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Greg Rousseau. He works his way in to record the 2nd sack of his young career. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing Jackson. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll get about 12 yards here as he's out of bounds. That'll make things a little easier on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Henry running right. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
17-yard line.
Now Jackson. Throw over the middle. Brought in by Hopkins. And the Ravens are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. it's a bootleg with Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Now, Jackson. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third and goal for Jackson. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
On third down, it's Allen. That one on target to Moore. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings
Allen now on second down. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. And that ball incomplete. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Third down.
Allen gonna throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's gonna be caught. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it himself. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold him to a short game. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Second down, they need 7. On the give, here's Henry. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. He chooses to keep it on the zone read. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The offense had a decision to make. Was it more important to keep the clock rolling or maintain possession? They take a little bit of a conservative approach there, keeping the ball on the ground. Now brings up 4th down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. They come up for 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now the spike as the clock takes under 50 seconds to play. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. Short pass taken in by Knox. Here's 2nd down.
To Dawson Knox. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They'll run up and clock it a little over 30 seconds, all that is left. Allen on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Quickly to Shakir. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So we might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.